All right, well, once again this morning, if you know anybody who traveled over the holidays on Southwest, it looks to be another very long day for those folks.
Dozens of flights have been canceled today up at KCI, and I'm sure a lot of other flights around the country. Fox 4's Marcus Officer is live at KCI with a look at today's schedule. Marcus?
One can hope Southwest PR team got a good Christmas present because they've been working hard these last few days. I can tell you here at KCI, it's a much better situation than it was an hour ago. It seems that initial morning rush has gotten situated. Now there's only a couple places they could go, whether it was back out to a hotel or to the car to check through and go through security, or some may have gotten on flights, but the outlook for today is not looking good. In fact, here at KCI, more than 40 flights have already been canceled this morning. Expect that number to continue to go up over the course of the day. These issues have been taking place across airports nationwide, Southwest in particular being the most impacted. The airline saying that the winter storms that blew through had an issue. It knocked out their operations. It threw off some of their schedules and staff, and they weren't where they needed to be. Certain flights weren't where they needed to be, and a domino effect ensued, leaving thousands of people over these last few days stranded at any of those previously mentioned locations. According to FlightAware.com, as of Monday, Southwest has canceled at least 71% of its flights. And again, more are to come. What happens for passengers? Well, the airline says they should keep their receipts, continue to try to talk through their situation, and hopefully at a later date, once they can get through this mess and this madness, they can compensate or at least help alleviate some of the stresses that were caused for so many travelers over these last few days. Now, it's going to be important if you have a flight today on Southwest, you continue to check flykci.com, Southwest Airlines, to make sure that your flight can either be changed or save you a trip to the airport in case it's been canceled as well. So we will continue to stand by and see what takes place over these next few hours. I can tell you between 5 and 6 o'clock this looks much better, but we're not flying. There are folks that are going to continue to be stranded in cities that aren't theirs, or trying to get back home in some form or fashion. Again, very, very stressful. We've seen a number of kids here, not to mention the germs that are going around. This is far from ideal, so best of luck to those that are traveling today, but it'll be important that you do a little extra legwork before you get to the airport, if you have that option. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
I guess the only silver lining, Mark, is this, my math is correct, the last Christmas season for KCI. You know, we'll have the new terminal next year.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Actually, you know what? I'm glad you said that, Pat, because unlike last night, look, there's concessions open. You can at least get candy, you can get water. It can't be said on the other side of security, and we've traveled here enough to know that once you get over there, and if that Starbucks is closed, you're kind of on your own. So if you packed your own snacks, good for you. If not, maybe somebody will be kind enough to share. I don't know. But yeah, this is not the place you want to get stuck. However, Kansas City has a lot of nice people. There is that to look forward to. So
very good.
Got to be stuck somewhere.
Positive thinking, folks.
There you go. All right, thanks, Marcus.
Yeah.
Well, this was the scene at the airport yesterday. Some waited in line hours to get to the Southwest ticket counter to rebook or cancel flights. But by 7 last night, all of Southwest Airlines' remaining evening flights out of Kansas City International were canceled. Stacy Gaskins is the mom of 2 young boys. She tried getting them on a flight to Dallas for the holidays.
I just want to get them to their dads for Christmas, and it's already stressful enough putting them on a flight with a child care assistant that you don't know.
We reached out to Southwest for comment. Officials with the airline say consecutive days of extreme winter weather impacted their systems. They were trying to get crews and flights back on time safely. They expect flight changes to continue through the New Year holiday. The U.S. Department of Transportation tweeted out that it will look into all these Southwest cancellations and if the company was properly helping customers.